Hello for the 29th week of the year, October 26, 27. The Gospel, Luke 18, 9 to 14, deals with an unjust judge. Got to let you know that this homily is being given at St. Paul's, downtown Lexington. And at that parish, there's a federal judge, a friend of mine. And it goes something like this. They tell me that there's even a judge here at St. Paul's Parish, downtown Lexington. A federal judge at that. Is he a just judge or an unjust judge? Well, I don't know for sure, but I presume he's a just judge. But in the Gospel, Jesus is talking about an unjust judge. He neither feared God, nor did he have respect for fellow humans. And Jesus said there was a widow that dealt with this unjust judge, and she just kept on going to him for a just decision in her case. Well, the unjust judge for a long, long time wouldn't give her the time of day, wouldn't give her a decision. And so she continued to persist, bother, bug, scream at, and demanded the unjust judge until he gave up. He said, she's wearing me out. I'm going to give her a decision. A just decision. And so he does. The unjust judge makes a decision for the poor widow. Now Jesus is saying that this poor widow is probably like you and me. You know, we keep praying over and over again. We keep asking the same old things over and over again. We demand that God do it this way. And in a sense, we wear out God. And over again, we wear out God. And then finally God gives us the answer to our prayer. Look at St. Monica. Did it for 18 years for the conversion of St. Augustine. But what's the point of this? About judges or about widows or it's prayer. But probably the most important point, at least I think, it's about God. God is not an unjust judge. God is totally just, all merciful, all loving and concerned about each one of us. In fact, God is infinitely concerned about us. And He's always willing to listen, to hear our prayers or our monotonous prayers over and over again. Same old, same old. I don't know, but God gets tired of hearing our same old, but many of us, we get tired of even hearing our prayers. God loves us so much and wants us and wants the best for us. God is a just judge. And I think Christ says it very much at the very end of today's gospel when he says this, "Will not God then secure the rights of his chosen ones who call out to him day and night? Will he be slow to answer them? I tell you, he will see to it that justice is done for them speedily." That's the God that I know. That's our God. Totally just, totally loving, and will listen to our prayers over and over again. This little story that Jesus gives us is more about God than that woman or me or you in our monotonous prayer life, or judges just and unjust. It's really more about God. Think about it. God really listens to our prayer. Sort of a quick epilogue of this homily is that person out there in the congregation is Judge Joe Hood, federal judge, know him. But at any rate, one year I was on the federal jury selection, and we'd call in there all the time, and we'd say, yeah, we had to go in. We had to sit around for an hour or more waiting for the jury, and then we go in, and the prosecuting attorney or the defending attorney questions the jurors, and we would be there sitting, 25 of us back there at the back of the courtroom. And then after all of those questions and answers and so forth, they would pick out of the hat the jurors, the 10, 12, 16 jurors. One day, this judge, Judge Joe, was the judge, and I was the jury picked. And they did the whole thing, and they pulled out of the bottle these numbers. I was juror number 18. They don't use your name anymore. Juror 18. And they kept on picking. Of course, all of us say, don't pick me, I want to go home, I got stuff to do. And it went, and they got to the final number, and boom, I was not picked. I got to go home. And Judge Joe looks back at all the jurors that were unpicked, and he looks at me and he says, juror number 18, I see you ducking behind the pew. I want to let you know you can take all your flock and leave. That day, I thought Federal Judge Joe was really a just judge. Have a good day.